Hello, what's going on? You should learn to read and understand the Bible yourself. And I'm here to tell you the reason why. That's what's going on. This is important because it is a matter of life and death, and your life is at stake. My name is Gary, and welcome to this channel where we live life to the full. If it is your first time here, remember to subscribe. It is important because you don't want to miss the next installment. Now, with that out of the way, let me give it to you straight away. No punches pulled. Imagine you're to board a plane. You rock up at the airport. Just before you board the plane, you are told the pilot isn't exactly qualified. What would you do? Okay, let me give it to you this way. You rock up at the hospital for an operation. And then at the last minute, you're told that your surgeon isn't exactly qualified. On both occasions, on both scenarios given, what would you do? You will have second thoughts. And why? Because it's a matter of life and death. Your life is at stake. In case you're wondering where this is going to, this is it. This is what you do. You have given your lives to the pastors, to the priests, to the clergy, to the specialists, the so-called specialists of the Bible. Let me tell you something. There are no specialists when it comes to the gospel, when it comes to the Bible. You are the specialist. You are the specialist. You should know the Bible yourself. Now, these pastors, these priests, these clergy have not only embarrassed Christendom, they have brought it into disrepute. It's not only they who are to blame, you are to blame too. Because you flock there and you cheer and you jump up and you give your money because they are saying things your itching ears want to hear. You have delegated your responsibility to them. And they have taken advantage of that. They are not the only ones to blame. You are just as guilty. But if you're serious about your salvation, this book called the Bible is your responsibility. You should know what it says in it. This is your life. This is your salvation. This is your eternity. It should be your sole responsibility and nobody else's. And so, if you are serious about your salvation, if you are serious about your future in eternity, stay subscribed because we're going to break it down to the ABCs. Next episode, I'll be telling you the how-tos, and you should make sure you don't miss it. This is not about money. We don't take money. The gospel is not about money, period. The problem with Christians today is that we have put so much trust in the so-called church fathers, in the pastors, in the reverends, in the clergy, to the point that whatever they say, we believe. We swallow everything hook, line, and sinker. And therefore, we've been led astray. We don't question things. Why? You know, the great apostle Paul, after having preached in Thessalonica, he went on to Berea. When he got to Berea, he preached again. And this is what he says about the Bereans. The Bereans were more noble than the Thessalonians because why? They went home and searched the scriptures to see if what Paul was saying was true. If they did that to the great apostle Paul, why are you not doing it to these pastors and these reverends? Why are you not doing it? Why are you just swallowing everything? Why are you being led astray? You will miss the kingdom because of them. You will miss the kingdom because of you. You are lazy. You have delegated, you have given up your responsibility to them. And them being human have taken advantage of it to bring in other agendas that are not biblical, to enrich themselves, to make themselves superstars, gospel superstars, televangelists. We have done that. We have created these monsters. We have created these kind of persons. It's about time we drew a line in the sand. Draw a line it must come to a stop. Take back your responsibility. Put back your future in your hands. And I'm here to help you. If you really want to live a life that pleases God, if you really want to live a life that leads to the kingdom of God, here's the roadmap. Here's the roadmap. On the day of judgment, you will not be able to plead ignorance as your defense. You have no excuse. We have Bibles. Some of us have 3 Bibles, 4 Bibles. Everywhere there's a Bible. It's unlike the olden days when the Bible was scarce. No. Great men and women have lost their lives in order for us to have this Bible. And here it is. You don't want to miss the kingdom because you delegated your responsibility to somebody else. Ignorance will be no defense on the day of judgment. And on the day of judgment, there will be no passivity. No one will be passive. Everybody is going to want to get into the kingdom of God. But the kingdom of God will be entered on a particular criteria. And that's none other than His grace. But you've got to want it. You've got to want to be in the kingdom. So if you want to be in the kingdom, the Bible is the roadmap. Let us help you. Read the Bible systematically from the beginning to the end. It's a story. It's a story. You don't jump here and there all over the place because you will never understand it. So, once again, subscribe so that you don't miss the next episode. May the Lord be with you. May His face shine upon you until we meet again. Adios.